Hi, hello, and welcome to Lighten Up with Leap Season 2. All that we've been hearing in the last couple of months is that the world has come to a standstill due to the pandemic. But here is a family that rose against all odds to prove this wrong. Today, I had a chance to interact with one of the family members, Miss Bharvi, to know the story about food ka mood. Join me, let's get started. Good afternoon, Bharvi. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon. I'm very good. How about you?
All well. So we are with Bharvi, the proud owner of Food Ka Mood. You know, when we were actually preparing for this interview, a lot of the other episodes that we've done, so they're all quite old, right?
Okay.
The places, the cafes are old, and we got a lot of information about them, and I could easily form my questions.
Okay.
But for this interview, I really had to work so hard.
Okay.
Because you guys are new, right? So they started off only on the 30th of July and they rose to fame so soon. Today we are here to listen to all the success stories and all the struggles that they've gone through because they started during COVID. So a lot of my, when I used to talk to other cafe owners, I used to ask them, how was COVID for you? But to start off with, I need to ask you, you started off during when amongst all the pandemic situation.
Yeah.
So how was it for you? Tell us more about Food Ka Mood.
Oh, it's a dramatic story, I must say, to begin with. Actually, this concept was thought about by us. It's not only me, it's my entire family, you can say. It's my family business now because I have my husband who's involved in this completely. I have my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, and there's one more family member who's involved. So all of us put together, we had dreamt about this last year, and we actually started preparing for this precisely, you can say, November 2019.
Okay.
And we were almost ready with everything by March 2020. And we were just about to start with the permits and everything by March, and the
24-hour lockdown. They were like,
Exactly.
don't move out of your house. Okay.
Exactly. So it was then that we were at a standstill. So by June, we again gathered the courage that yes, now we have to begin. We don't have a choice because we had already jumped into the ocean. So the only choice was to swim.
Right. Yeah.
So finally we started applying for the permits because we were almost ready with the restaurant.
Okay.
We started applying for the permits by June and we were ready by July.
Okay.
That's how we opened on the 30th of July.
Wow. So it's quite interesting. Yeah. Only during the pandemic you applied for the permit. And then you got the permit also.
Yes.
And then yes, this beautiful place was open from the 30th of July.
That's right.
Right? So now talking about family business. Yeah, just for your information, all the husband, the brother-in-law, sister-in-law, everybody seated behind the camera. Okay? Only Bharvi is here. Others refuse to join us, but that's okay. She's representing the entire family here for us.
Yes, I am their official spokesperson. you can say.
Good, perfect. A lot of people struggled and they've taken so many years to reach this level, right? But congratulations, or thanks to God that you guys have rose into fame so quickly, because a lot of people started Food Ka Mood, their pav bhajis, their Burj Khalifa dosa and everything. So tell us more about how you felt when you opened and you saw customers coming.
Honestly, because we started in such a situation, we were really skeptical. We were not sure how the response will be, but touch wood. And by God's grace, I must say that we got famous, as you said, really quickly. And I think it's our food that made us famous, and also the concept, especially, and even this restaurant, I must say, this entire restaurant, we've not hired any interior decorator or anyone. This, you can say, is entirely our concept.
Done.
Each and everything that is here, you see here, is selected and bought by us.
Okay.
So you can say this is like our dream. It's like a baby for us.
Right.
It's not just a restaurant, it's our passion.
Beautiful. Yeah, I think most of the people who are just starting business, that's how we start.
Exactly,
Right?
yes.
So here also this interview, myself and my colleague Aishwarya are sitting and setting up the camera and doing it for you. So that's how it works, because
Exactly, yeah.
initially we are our own resources.
Exactly.
Right? So talking about family. So how did you come up with the menu? So was it one of your ideas, or was it all of you sitting together deciding on the menu?
I mean, we've had some of these things that we've been eating back in India. We are from Mumbai, basically.
Okay.
So we've been eating some of the things back in India, and we used to miss. I mean, because my husband and me, we've been staying here for. Me, I've been here for 9 years. My husband is here for 15 years. So we miss those dishes from India,
Right.
and we thought we should come up with something like this. I think this will interest people of Dubai as well. So
Yeah.
we thought, why not come up with something like this? Even for the tourists who come here, we thought when they come here, they miss a lot of things. So why not introduce these things? Like
Yeah.
we've got the street style dosas. We've got different kinds of pav bhajis, which as far as I know, I don't think anybody else here serves
Okay.
so many different kinds of pav bhajis. So
Right.
yes, even the different kind of sandwiches that we have. So we thought, let's introduce this. I'm sure it will pick up, and touch wood, it has picked up.
It has
We've
picked
got
up.
a good response. Even the juices, we've got some 60 different varieties of juices.
Wow.
There are different combination juices that we have.
Okay.
That I mean, as far as I know, I've not seen those combinations here. So
Okay.
yes, that's also something that interests people.
Okay, so 60 different types of juices, Burj Khalifa dosa, different types of pav bhaji is their speciality. And talking about all this, what was your background? What were you doing before starting Food
So
Kapoor?
I was working in the travel industry, and
Wow.
that
Travel
that's the
industry.
worst
Went like
hit
that.
industry during the pandemic. So yes, I was working with a tourism company here.
Right.
I've lost my job, unfortunately.
Okay.
And my husband was working with a multinational company in Jebel Ali,
Uh-huh.
but he had already left the job before the pandemic began,
okay.
because we were planning to start this.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, we are not from the restaurant background at all. So
Okay.
that's why I'm saying this is out of passion that we are doing all this.
Amazing, right? So no restaurant background at all. So you moved from travel industry, and look at you sitting in front of a camera, and your family thinks that you will be the spokesperson doing all the talking for them. So that's amazing. And secondly, no restaurant background at all. So how did you guys think that you can pull this off, or who was like the backbone? Like how, there needs to be, like any business, there needs to be a process, there needs to be a strategy, you need to come up with so many different ideas, right? So who was there? Who's the backbone doing all this?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's just one person. It's all of us put together. Everybody came up with ideas. We had fights, obviously, because we had difference of opinions.
Right.
One person wanted this, the other one wanted something else. But yeah, eventually we all, I mean, after pulling each other's hair or doing whatever, finally we conceptualized this, and we have put it on a platter finally for everybody.
Perfect. So how many other branches are we expecting from Food Ka Mood, and how soon are we expecting you to
Inshallah,
branch
very
out? Very soon. Okay, so one last question I would want to ask you regarding your business, right? So when you said all this decor and everything was done by yourself, so it is your passion for Indian street food which you wanted to give it to the others, so you started the whole thing. Now, hiring people would have been a huge task.
Honestly, we've got 80% of our staff come down from India, because we had almost finalized everybody before the pandemic began.
Okay.
So hiring them, and luckily we had got some of them before the pandemic began. So that was one positive, because when we wanted to start in June, we were still, there were not still flights coming from India,
Right.
and tourists were not allowed, and even the employment visas were not allowed. But we had our staff already here that time, especially the chefs. So we had to hire some people locally, but it wasn't that difficult for us,
Okay.
because we had the main staff coming back from India.
Okay, so they were all ready back in November itself, is it November?
Yeah,
or
by
Jan?
December, January, we had almost finalized our staff, and we got them here by March.
Okay.
So before the pandemic, the staff was here.
Wow. So it's actually some sort of a luck. You should say that
Some
you
bad
got
luck
a-
and some good luck
good
all
luck.
put together.
Yeah, but
yes.
now everything is good luck for you guys in the business. You're really growing and you're becoming famous. Instagram is full of food ka mood, and our mood is also filled with food now. Okay, so now we have completed our session of serious business talking.
Okay.
Okay, so let's move on to the more fun part.
Okay.
Let's chill a bit. So we have a rapid fire round.
Okay.
So are you ready for it?
I think so. But what do I get? Do I get a coffee hamper like coffee with cover?
If you can, I don't know, but every cafe owner that we've gone to have been asking us the same question. But the fact is that we've been offered coffee and juices after
That
the
you will
interview,
definitely
which
be
we'll
offered,
keep
don't worry.
outside. But anyway, unfortunately, we don't have hampers. Some black plates we have. We can offer that for you. But anyway, so here we go. Very easy questions, okay?
Okay.
Don't have to stress about anything. Super simple. Okay. If you met your 15-year-old self now, what would you tell her?
I'll start a restaurant when I grow up.
15 years itself.
Yeah.
No travel tourism. Straight away we'll start a restaurant. Okay. Second question. If you had a superpower, what would you want as a superpower?
I would want a chain of restaurants to start all over the world.
Bharvi is full of restaurants now.
Of course.
From travel and tourism, she's moved completely to restaurants. Food ka mood, 1, 2, 3 only will come. Okay. Is Bharvi a morning person or a night person?
I'm an entire day person, you can say. I don't sleep much, so it can be
So,
anytime.
night person, full 24-hour person she is. Okay. What is your favorite dish on Food Ka Mood's menu?
Oh my god, that's difficult. I have
Choose
quite
one,
a
yes.
few.
Finally, I have a
quite
difficult
few.
question.
That's difficult to select.
No, but just, okay, give me top 3. In no
Okay.
particular order, any order.
Okay, maybe that will be a Haryali Pav Bhaji.
Okay,
It'll be a Food Ka Mood sizzler
okay.
and maybe a sizzling brownie.
Sizzling brownie, yes. So she's broadly classified their menu into 3, I think. Okay. If you could be a member of any sitcom family, which would it be?
I'm very bad at sitcoms these days. I
Sitcom?
don't know.
No, any what is that? Kyunki, Saas,
Saas- oh my God, no, that is
anything
so-
of that sort? No?
No, that's so.
Ah.
Yeah, I watch Crime Patrol.
Is
That's
this
not a
Paw
sitcom.
Patrol or is this Crime Patrol? Because Paw Patrol is something that I know my daughter also watches.
Okay. No, Crime Patrol is a crime-based reality show happening on Sony Television.
Okay. And anybody favorite from there?
No. It's like different episodes.
Big Boss. Do you watch Big Boss? No?
It's such a
Oh,
put off.
Bharvi is not a TV person, yeah. What do you first notice about someone when you...
The clothes.
The clothes, whatever they're wearing. Now, all sponsored to Desi Chick. My wardrobe is sponsored to them. I have to mention that also somewhere. Okay, your favorite Indian street food?
Pav Bhaji.
Pav Bhaji. Okay. What is something you will not be doing in the next 5 years?
Yeah, maybe yes. Joining back travel.
Joining back travel industry.
I hope nobody from the travel industry watches this interview.
What's your favorite vacation spot?
Maybe Switzerland.
Switzerland. Have you
But I
already been
haven't-
there?
no, I haven't
You
been
haven't been there. Okay, you want to go to Switzerland. Last question. What comes to your mind when you hear Friday morning?
Brunch.
Awesome. So yes, we're done. We're done with your rapid fire, and we're also done with our official interview session with Bharvi. Thank you so much for joining us, Bharvi. It was an absolute pleasure. I should say that a lot of people have been going on around Food Ka Mood's food. But here we are with the owner, and it's a family-run business, a beautiful family business where one kid is jumping here and another kid is sleeping. So a beautiful family. Thank you so much for joining. This was yet another beautiful episode on Lighten Up with Leap Season 2. Until I see you again in another exciting episode, this is Aishwarya and Bharvi saying bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.